Hi everyone, welcome to my channel BioCatalyst 2021. In this video, we will study about viruses. So, viruses are actually submicroscopic infectious agents that replicate only inside the living cells of an organism. It can infect all life forms like animals or plants or even microbes including bacteria and even archaea. In the five kingdom classification of R.H. Whitaker, there is no mention of these acellular organisms like viruses or viroids or prions. Viruses did not find any place in classification because they were not considered truly living. So let's study some history. The name virus was given by a biologist, Dmitry Ivanovsky, in the year 1892. So this was a biologist who first of all recognized this virus which caused a disease in tobacco plants, and that disease was tobacco mosaic disease. He called it virus because of the name, which means venom or poisonous fluid. The next biologist was M.W. Bajorink. He demonstrated that the extract of these infected plants of tobacco could cause infection in healthy plants, and he called this fluid as contagium vivum fluidum, which means infectious living fluid. The next biologist was W.M. Stanley, who showed that viruses could be crystallized in 1935, and he said that these crystals consisted mainly of proteins. Let's study some general characteristics. These organisms are smaller than bacteria, and that is why they are called submicroscopic, and they can even pass through bacteria-proof filters. They are inert outside their specific host. So we can say they are obligate parasites because they need specific host for them to function, and they're totally inert outside. They are non-cellular organisms. So we can say that once they infect a cell or the host cell, they take over the machinery of the host cell to replicate themselves and then killing the host. Otherwise, they are totally non-cellular, inert organisms when they are not inside a host. Let's study the structure. These organisms are actually a nucleoprotein. Nucleoprotein means they consist of nucleic acid and protein. It has an outer protein coat called capsid. So when we look at this figure, we see the structure which is called capsid, which is this pale yellow color, and this is a capsid. This capsid is made of small subunits called capsomeres. These capsomeres are arranged in helical or polyhedral geometric form. So they can be arranged in any form like polyhedral or helical geometric form. So here we can see this is a polyhedral shape of the capsid, and this is a particular DNA which is found inside the virus. The next one, the genetic material could be RNA or DNA. So either the genetic material could be ribonucleic acid or it could be deoxyribonucleic acid. No virus contains both RNA and DNA. So any virus is, none of the viruses are known that contain both RNA and DNA. Either they have RNA or they have DNA. In general, viruses that infect plants have single-stranded RNA, and viruses that infect animals are single-stranded RNA or single-stranded DNA or double-stranded DNA. Bacterial viruses are called bacteriophages. So bacteriophages are the viruses that infect bacteria, and these viruses mainly contain double-stranded DNA. So let's look at these diagrams. The first one here at the top, we can see the yellow colored virus. It has a capsid which can be seen clearly, the capsomeres. These are the smaller subunits that make up the capsid, the protein coat, and this is a DNA virus. The next one, the lower one, is HIV virus, which is a retrovirus, and we can see the capsid here too with small capsomeres, and this is RNA virus. So we can see the RNA. To the right is a bacteriophage, that is the virus that infects bacteria. Let's come to the diseases. Various viral diseases that are caused in human beings. The top two pictures on the left are of mumps. This is the disease that is caused by virus. To the right, we can see smallpox disease. This disease has totally been eradicated now. Other diseases that are caused by viruses are herpes, influenza, AIDS, and now the most popular COVID-19. Let's study some symptoms of diseases in plants which are infected by viruses. So they may have mosaic formation, which we just now saw in tobacco mosaic diseased plants, that is in the tobacco plants. Then there is leaf rolling or leaf curling. So whenever any plant is infected by viruses, the leaf curls a bit. The tip of the leaf, it starts curling. So when it curls, naturally the photosynthetic area becomes less, and so it cannot prepare its own food. It starts turning yellow. The next is yellowing and vein clearing. So the vein starts turning yellow or transparent. And dwarfing and stunted growth. So in general, the plant becomes dwarfed or it has stunted growth. It does not grow properly. So I hope you have understood the general characteristics of viruses, and you have understood why they are not particularly placed in any group in the classification, because they are not considered living. Actually, they are considered a connecting link between living organisms and non-living organisms. So if you like my videos, then do subscribe to my channel and do not forget to like, share or comment. Thank you.